go ahead and hit record. And then, basically the biggest thing for your getting started rate call is I want to go over some things that were also talked about in the call that you watched. But I want you guys to go through and make your list of 150. Have either of you started that yet? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. And that's really super easy. I mean, you go through your phone, you go through your Facebook friends, and you can write down anybody. And I always say, like, don't prejudge people. Don't be like, oh, he's not going to want to do this or she's not going to want to do that, because you just never know. And also, you may write down like Joe, and it may be like jog your memory and be like, oh, and I remember Joe's sister was really into that, or, something like that. So I just say, just start writing down people that you'll, feel comfortable reaching out to. And even if you barely know them, I know you, Erica, will have a ton of people that maybe you worked with like a short period of time or whatever. And those are honestly the people that are easier to talk to. Like when you don't know but know somebody a whole lot, I find it so much easier to talk to that person versus like your best friend's going to be like, what do you want me to do? So I don't like discredit anybody. I have some of my best customers and coaches are people that I briefly worked with or didn't really know very well, or Instagram leads or something like that. So make that list of 150 people. And then from there, you're basically just going to reach out to 3 to 5 people a day and just kind of shooting the breeze, like, hey, how's it going? And this is where you get the forming, where you talk about family, occupation, recreation, maybe are they in a sport, or they just went to, a pumpkin patch you saw on their Facebook page. So I go to their Facebook page and just do like a short amount of digging. You're not going to be sitting there stalking their pictures from like the last 6 months, just like a couple minutes, see if anything's new, send them a message. And then after that quick chit chat of catching up, when they ask you what you're doing, I always say, and I just started my own health and fitness business, so I'm, just staying busy, because that's the whole reason that you're reaching out to them. So it doesn't matter that you haven't made $1. Like, you want to make sure that you're telling them that, because that's just planting a seed with them. And that's kind of like, oh, that's cool. I can go to her if I need help in the future. And then always just try to get them into that free group. And so this coming November, our new group is Planks and Thinks, and every day we have a plank schedule that they can follow. They are going to write something they're thankful for, and every day we're doing a random act of kindness and posting about it, which is kind of cool. I mean, you don't even have to be, something that you pay for. You can be like, I helped an old lady with her groceries today, like stuff like that. So I think that'll be a really fun and engaging group. And at the end of that conversation, you're just going to kind of be like, okay, well, it was so good to catch up. I don't know if you're interested or not, but I've got a free exercise group. It's called Planks and Thinks. We're doing a random act of kindness all month, and we are going to be planking and working on our core. So how does that sound? Is that something you want to join me? And they're usually going to be like, yeah, that sounds awesome. I need to work on my abs anyways, or something like that. So you get them added into that group, and then I write down everybody that I add, and I actually have them sign up for a free player membership, which assigns them to you. So if they buy anything from Beachbody in the future, they're your customer. So I will show you how to get that link. I think it's called, if you go to www.simplecoachlinks.com, let me double check and make sure that's what it is. You basically just put in your coach ID and anything you want, like any link you want. Did you use that yet, Erica? I don't know if I just sent you the link when you needed it, or if you went to the website. Let's see.
Sorry, I had muted myself. Yeah, the Simple Coach links. Yeah, I did it, and then I sent it to you, and you were like, oh, yeah, you did it right.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, so it's www.simplecoachlinks.com. So say you put your coach ID in, and then let me just check what you would send them for the free player membership. In the top above challenge packs, it says free Team Beachbody membership. And then you would save that link and send it to them. And that's what you're going to send them, because that, and what I tell them is I say, okay, awesome, I'll get you added. I just want you to go ahead and sign up here. All that does is it means that I'm your free coach. It's easy for me to send out recipes or tips here and there. If I do that, I won't spam you, I promise. But you also have access to the website, and there's message boards and recipes and things like that. So I just kind of say, like, you're getting this bonus, it's free, and then it's assigning you as their coach, which is cool. So that's something I do. And then I keep track of these people that I have added to my free group. And then the next, like 3 days later, then I'm going to follow up with them. Hey, how's everything going? Oh my gosh, I had to do 2 days today. I'm going to be feeling it tomorrow. How are you doing? Yada, yada, things like that. And then like I just kind of have in my notebook, I just kind of keep track of who I added, what day I added, so then I can follow up with them. And when I'm following up with them, that's when you go through and use that script and talk to them about their struggles, their goals. You know, is their fitness or nutrition their biggest struggle and things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and show you how in our team group, can you see my screen?
I keep muting myself, sorry. Yes, I can see it.
Okay, so in our team group, if you go to the file section, there's a ton of stuff and you might be like, holy crap. So I figured out a way to use Google Drive to keep everything documented and easy to find. So it's still in here. So it says Team Run Pink Run Happy Google Drive links, and then you'll just go here and you can kind of bookmark this. And in here we've got, you know, before and afters you can use of people, anything or fair game, challenge groups. This is like how to interact with challengers, inviting to challenge groups. And then my favorite over here that's going to be the most helpful for you is scripts. So this is scripts about how to talk to people about purchasing and being a challenger, like buying the 21 Day Fix and Shakeology, which you both did before becoming a coach. And then this is how to talk to people about coaching. So there's some scripts, and I love these. So my favorite go-to is the new 21 Day Fix script or the ultimate script. Those are two that are really, really easy to work with. So this is actually just kind of a copy and pasted thing of my coach Kelly, and I just kind of use it and make it my own. So I basically will say something along the lines of, you know, I'll ask her what, where is it? Okay, do you mind if I ask you a few questions? Ensure this would be the best option for you. Maybe this is somebody that asked you about it. Are you currently following a fitness or nutrition plan? You know, she's like, I'm going to the gym. Okay, have you noticed any results from going to the gym? And then, you know, how would you describe your relationship with food? You can make it your own though. You can, you know, say, what's your biggest struggle, the fitness side or the nutrition side? You ask about your goals, ask them what it would mean to them to reach their goals. And then they get this like emotional connection. So, and then this is really cool because this breaks it down. And you will look at this and you'll be like, oh my gosh, April, you sent me this exact paragraph. And I sure did. It works. And then this paragraph also breaks it down into everything that you're going to get. So that and the, you know, there's a 21 Day Fix script, the ultimate script. And then this is a free group to 21 Day Fix. So this is somebody that's in our free group. I'm checking in on her, seeing how she's doing, inviting her to our next challenge group. And you can kind of just use that and make it your own. So we try to do all of those things to help you be able to be comfortable talking to people. And then I want to show you this in the coaching opportunity. So turning a CP sale, CP is challenge pack, turning a CP sale into a discount coach. So you can basically say like, okay, so here are some options. Please let me know if any seem too confusing for you and I can break down further. So you're basically saying you'll get everything at $160, or you can save, you know, being a discount coach and being, you know, getting 25% off. And then here's another way if somebody puts it. So there's actually two different ways about talking to somebody into being a discount coach from a challenge pack purchase. So, you know, you can just kind of go through and look into those. Those are some awesome things to help you with talking to people. Because the hardest, now I'm trying to find my Zoom. The hardest thing to do sometimes is just figuring out what to say to people. And like and I want you to, as much as possible, just like, you know what the 21 Day Fix is. You've done it, Erica. Like just talk to them about like what you've noticed, what you liked about it. You know, you could just be like, I just didn't really know what to be eating. And then when it gave me a guideline, you know, it was so easy for me to just plan my meals and be done with it. You know, I want you to also put your personality and not think that you need to stick straight to the script. I want you to say how it helped you personally. Things like that. Veronica, you're just starting the 21-day fix, but you've done size, you've done our challenge groups and Shakeology and things. And, you know, you can just talk to them about why you love the challenge group so much. And you really want to figure out what people struggle with so you know how to talk to them about it. If somebody's really struggling with accountability, you talk about how awesome our challenge groups are and things like that. If somebody's really struggling with just not having the time for exercise, you talk about how awesome the 30-minute workouts are. So that's another reason why it's just kind of playing up to what they are struggling with. So I want you guys to talk to me about your why. And I want you to tell me kind of what made you decide to be a coach, and a little more than I want to help people, because we all genuinely want to help people. But mine would be, you know, I struggle with eating disorders in the past, and I really just have struggled a lot with self-confidence issues, and I want to be able to help people love the skin that they're in, you know, and I want somebody to never have to feel like they're not good enough, and I want to be able to spread that message. And I have a ton of student loan debt, so I would love to be able to pay that off. So those are kind of my two big whys. I really wanted to be able to quit my job because I was unhappy with it, and I was able to do that. So Erica, go ahead. I'll start with you for your why.
I don't know. It's been like a rough 2 years for me, to be honest with you. And I'm kind of struggling with the whole student loan debt and wanting to move forward in my career. But I feel like no one wants to hire me right now other than my own company, which I'm not happy in. So really for me, I was just like, you know, I really want to hold myself accountable. And I have a lot of, especially people that I know from work and stuff like that, that I know that struggle with the same things. Mm-hmm. Because, you know, I'll be at work, and we were, you know, a couple months ago, we were supposed to do the Biggest Loser at work, and never happened. You know, like, and I felt like I always showed up, and I was the person that was like, oh, you know, let's get this started. Like, I brought, you know, bring the scale to work, and then like nothing happens.
Oh my gosh, that's so frustrating.
So, just like going to work and stuff with like my prepped foods and stuff has like gotten people at work to start talking to me about it. And then like I have friends that you know, some of my coworkers have, you know, friends at other stores, and I'll get an email that's like, oh, hey, I heard you're doing the 21-day fix. What's going on with that? Which is how the whole thing that I was talking about, the guy from work, came up. So really, I guess the reason why I started, one, discount, but two, it's really to hold myself accountable, because I had gotten down to the smallest I've ever like been able to remember myself 3 years ago, and now I'm right back to where I started. So I'm back to my high school weight, which most people is a good thing, but for me, it's not.
Right. So, and what have you noticed since doing the 21-day fix?
Well, accountability was holding myself accountable was not strong, the first thing. The one thing that I've noticed that I struggle with the most is that I'm an emotional eater. And because I am not in a good place right now, personally or professionally, it's been really difficult. Like the second round of 21-day fix, I did a lot better on. I will admit to that. I did a whole lot better because I started using recipes and started making my own stuff, and but I still didn't finish the 21-day fix this time either. So it's kind of like I kind of feel like for me, I need to. It's hard for me to because of where I'm at right now. It's like hard for me to focus on both, like the nutrition and the working out part.
Yeah.
So I'm making strides to make things better for myself at work. So it's just a process right now.
Right. And I think if you get other people to join you too, and you're like, hey, our challenge group starts November 9th, and you are keeping other people accountable, I think that will also be like, okay, if they're doing it, I need to do it with them. You have a very type A personality, like, that has to be this way. And I don't know, that's what I get from you. I'm guessing that's how you come across to me, at least. But I feel like if you're like, okay, I've got this person in this challenge group and this person is struggling, and I can just see you being like, I'm going to finish this, because how can I tell them to do it if I'm not doing it? So for me, that's kind of when we have a start date, which November 9th is our next start group. And we're starting here, we're ending 3 weeks from now. I think that's really easy, or not easy, but it's easier to stick to that when you also have other people that you're encouraging too, because you don't want them to see them, or you don't want them to see you fall off the wagon too.
Right. And that's what I told Jesse whenever I talked to him. I was like, we need to be in this together. So
yeah. So, yeah, we'll talk about that at the end and see how we can get him signed on and to commit to that. But yeah, and actually we have some girls that have done emotional eating free groups in the past, and I think that would be awesome. I'm sure that you would have a ton of people interested, and so we can talk to them about how they ran their groups in the past. They probably even have a template, like a posting template that you can be like copy paste like into the group. Her name is Brittany Aaron in our team group on Facebook, and Kim Boyd. I think both of them have run those, so you can always reach out to them or just make a post in the group and tag them and be like, hey, I was thinking about maybe doing emotional eating, or I don't know if you guys are doing one, maybe we can do it together and I can help, things like that, because it's the best thing you can do is put those things that you struggle out there and help other people through them at the same time. And that's going to help you stay accountable. And then it's also giving you a sense of fulfillment by being able to help other people through the same thing. And you're attracting your target market. You're attracting people just like you that have the same struggles, which is always cool too. So, okay, good. All right, Veronica, tell me your why of why you decided to be a coach. Oh my gosh.
It was actually, I guess, something that I feel like it was a sign from God, because I had actually gotten your message. I saw it. I know that you know that I saw it, your coaching opportunity, and I didn't respond. I didn't click on it because I didn't want to, make you feel like I was ignoring you, but that's exactly what I was doing. I was like, oh, I'm not ready for that coaching opportunity. Mm-hmm. And then my sister-in-law comes and she's like, hey, you have Shakeology. Oh my gosh, like I want to try it. Mm-hmm. Dang it, why didn't I listen to, or why didn't I, take that opportunity that she was telling me? Instead of canceling it, I could have just kept on with it and done, the coaching part of it. Mm-hmm. And give me 1 second, my thing is dying already.
My phone has died twice already today. And it keeps freezing. I need to go to the Verizon store, but every time you go to the Verizon store, it's like a 2-hour freaking process. It makes me so angry. What part of Charlotte are you in while she's plugging that in, Erica?
Am I still okay? I just want to make sure I hadn't muted myself. I'm so used to being on conference calls at work and having to mute myself for everything. I live off of 73 in Concord.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I live like 10 minutes from Burkdale.
Oh, I love Burkdale. There's a really good smoothie place up there. I think it's called Clean.
Okay, I'm back.
You're back?
Yes.
Hey.
I'm gonna go find it. Okay, so where was I?
Your sister-in-law came and saw Shakeology, and you realized you should have been a coach.
Yes, and I should have been that. My why actually is because I've struggled so much up and down with my weight ever since I was 15. I weighed 98 pounds, but I still, felt like I wasn't good enough. And whenever your opportunity came to me, I felt like, okay, because I've been struggling with money as well. I love my job. I love what I do. I love helping the kids because I'm an ESL aide, but I hate the pay. The pay sucks. And your opportunity was like, well, it'll help, it'll help two ways. One, I get to help others, which I love to do. Mm-hmm. And then second, I get to have more money for my son. Because he's right now running around. I'm pretty sure you hear him. And, it's I can't give him what he wants all the time. Mm-hmm. And it's the most miserable thing to know that I still live with my parents. I want to get out of here. I want to have my own place. I want to be able to buy whatever I want for my son because he deserves it. That's my emotional life.
I think that's perfect. I don't think it gets more emotional than wanting something better than for somebody you love. So that's awesome. And I think that's why I ask you guys your why. I ask you that because I want it to be emotional so that you can get to the point where you're like, I'm going to do it and send those 3 stupid messages when I don't feel like doing it. And I'm going to make time when I don't have time. And that's kind of what I did. I had 3 jobs when I was first started. I was busy as heck, but I hated my job, and my boss talked to me like I was a dog. And I was like, I need to get out of here. Like, this is terrible. I can't even pay my bills. So you just need to kind of remind that. And what I want you to do, your homework is to make a why list and try to do at least like 10 things. Like, I want to quit my job. I want to, get my own house, whatever. And it doesn't matter how big and scary they are. Like, mine was like, quit my job, pay for my wedding, get my husband to quit his job, pay off all my student loans. Like, that's not going to happen overnight. But I want you to put those big ones as well as like little ones in there too. And that why list, I put it somewhere that I see every day. And that's my reminder of, this is why I'm not going to like not do the things that I need to do. Because you guys are working and are busy. It's not like you don't need to spend 8 hours a day on your Beachbody business to be successful. If you give it an hour a day, even if it's 30 minutes here, 30 minutes here, you can get everything you need done. If you give more, then you're just going to see growth in your company faster. So the first thing I want you guys to do, if you haven't already, and I think, Erica, you did, is make a, kind of like, I just started as a health coach. Did you make that post yet? Oh, you're muted, girl.
Sorry, no, I haven't done it yet. But after everything that's happened to me, like in the last half of a week, I kind of decided that, because I was actually thinking about it yesterday, that I kind of am going to do my open shop with like I'm just going to be honest about myself and what I struggle with.
I love that.
Just because I feel like there's going to be a lot of people that are going to relate to that.
That's a good idea. And then just do that, and then make a call to action always once you do it, like either invite them to the free Planks and Thanks group or invite them to our, November 9th 3-week fitness and nutrition boot camp. And I, whether it's the free group or a challenge group, I like to put that out there because you want to make sure that they know what their next step is. Like, they're going to love that post, but you want them to come to you and do something that's going to generate, people. But that's an awesome idea. I love that. And another thing I don't do is I don't really like shout out Shakeology. I don't really shout out 21 Day Fix. I call it a 3-week fitness and nutrition boot camp because I don't want somebody to just go like, oh, let me Google that on Amazon. I kind of leave it a little vague. So they're like, tell me about this boot camp, because I want them to come to me. I don't want them to just Google it and figure it out and be like, oh, I've heard bad things, or, oh, I don't know if I want to do that. So I always do 3-week fitness and nutrition boot camp, and it kind of gets people the wheels turning. They're like, what is this? What are you doing? And I like to also say, like, no matter where you live, we can do this together. So, because sometimes people are like, oh, I wish I was in Charlotte. I'm like, no, you can do it anywhere. So that's a great idea. And so Veronica, you make sure you do that too. Just, and was that setting up shop video in the first email I sent you? Is it in the welcome email? Can't remember. I just changed all my emails, so I have to make sure I got that to you, Veronica, and I'll send that to you. Okay. But basically, you're just letting people know, like, hey, I just became, and I don't even say a Beachbody coach. I said I just started this new journey, and I'm deciding to be a health and fitness coach and keeping myself accountable, yada yada yada. So you guys can kind of bounce ideas off each other too once you're trying to figure out what to post. And you can also post it in our team group and say, hey guys, before I post this, I'd love your feedback. And there's like 300 coaches in there that can help you and give you feedback with that too, because sometimes I know that first post is scary. But find like a picture of you, make sure that it's something like you can see your smiley face and they can connect with you, kind of thing. So your list of 100 people, you're making your intro post, and then I want you to sign up for the waiting list for Coach Summit and the Success Club trip, which is a cruise to Jamaica and Haiti in March. And so there is a long list, but there's so many people that, like, somebody was like 1,300 and she got off the next month, because you have to be hitting Success Club to get off that wait list for the trip. And it's a free trip. It's a free cruise, so you might as well try to get on there for you and a guest. And the other thing is Coach Summit. Now, you have a chance to win a free ticket, and it's in Nashville. Oh my gosh, it's so much fun. It is, if you hit Success Club 5 your first 3 months as a coach, and so a challenge pack is 2 Success Club points. So basically, if you sell 3 challenge packs, if you change 3 lives, and I like to call it the 3 Lives Change Club, then you're going to get, first month, you're going to get a free call with Carl Deichler, our CEO, which is cool. And then if you hit Success Club 5 or above, it's usually 6. It's usually you don't sell just a Shakeology, because you can usually upsell them for 10 extra bucks for something. But so you hit at least Success Club 5 for the first 3 months, and then you are going to get a free trip to Nashville. It's like a $300 value. So for you to get that, it's going to be awesome training from coaches making 6 and 7 figures in the business. It's live workouts with like Autumn and Shanti and Shalene and all kinds of awesome people. And then it's like a big fat party with your team. You know, you go to downtown Nashville, and you can go to bars, can do fun stuff. And we squeeze a bunch of people in a room and drink shakes and things, you know, to keep it a budget friendly trip. But it was honestly one of the best times ever. Have you ever been to Nashville, Erica?
Mm-mm. Well, I've been to Murfreesboro, which is right outside of Nashville, but I actually have my cousin and her husband and her 2 kids live there. But I've never actually been. They always come to see us, since there's 4 of them and like 17 of us. So,
but Nashville is so much fun. And the coolest thing is that I want you to interact with people on your team, add people, because it's a really supportive, positive community. And also, I like to look at other people's posts and like, oh, that's a good idea. I liked how they did that, and just kind of make it your own. So it kind of gives you, when you're surrounding yourself with other positives, like, you know, people that are working their business, you're going to see and get ideas from doing that too. And then come Summit, you're like, oh my gosh, I feel like I know these people already, and I just finally get to meet them. So definitely your goal is to hit Success Club 5 every month, because you're going to get your Shakeology paid for. And that's like a no-brainer. You need to get your Shakeology paid for, and then everything else after that is all straight commission. And then your free Summit ticket, which is just awesome. Just make that like your non-negotiable. Like, I'm getting that darn free ticket. And I'm like the kind of person, you tell me like I can win a piece of paper, and I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm there. So I know that for me, I don't know that everybody is driven by that, but you should definitely be like, yes, I want a free trip. You know, Erica, I've got myself and another coach from Charlotte, and we're road tripping there. So, you know, you can even hop in our car with us, you know, it'll just be a fun thing. So definitely make that your non-negotiable. And then another little thing I do is I like to send thank yous to my clients and coaches, and then just kind of like welcoming in them. And nobody gets handwritten notes anymore. So I would try to like kind of make that something that is non-negotiable for you too. Just go to Walmart or the dollar store or like Marshall's and get some cheap thank yous, and do that, because that really is like, it kind of sets it apart and lets them know that, you know, that you care. So yeah, in the pinned post of the Team Run Pink, there's the waiting list for the cruise and for Summit. So even though you can win that free ticket, I want you to still get on the waiting list for Summit. And then Erica, even though you signed up last month, it's the first 3 months, like the first full 30 days. So it could have either been last month, this month, and next month, but you can also do October, November, December. Because did you sign up this month, or did you sign up the end of September? No, I guess you did sign up this month, didn't you?
I think it was in October.
Yeah. Okay. Just kidding. So
I think it was like October the 4th, maybe.
Okay. Yeah. So both of you either have October, or you can also use November as your first month. So if you know, we've got like 4 days in October, and if you're worried about not hitting Success Club, you may want to, if anybody's ready to order, you know, you may want to push them to next month, and then know that you'll have, you know, 5 Success Club points right off the bat. The only thing with that is that I don't know if 21 Day Fix will be on sale again next month. So if you do have somebody, you may want to just, okay, I'm going to bang this out and try to get 3 by the end of the month, 3 sales by the end of the month. I have a feeling it will be on sale, but I won't know until the day before, because with Fall Classic, which is the team of 3 people, so you and 2 other people pair up and just try to get as many Success Club points as possible, and you get free stuff, which is like a no-brainer. It's like you're going to make a good paycheck and you're going to get free stuff. So I have a feeling that they may keep it that way, but you don't know. So right now, 21 Day Fix, 21 Day Fix Extreme, and Body Beast, it is all $140 for the challenge pack, which is that plus Shakeology. Something that is always $140 is the Beachbody On Demand challenge pack. And that is, they get 3 months access to the Beachbody On Demand. And so have either of you used that yet? Veronica, I think you use that for your workouts.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah. So you basically, from your computer, tablet, or phone, can log in and stream all your workouts. And on there is P90X, P90X2, P90X3, and TurboFire, the total complete programs of that. So maybe somebody wants P90X3. Instead of selling them the $205 challenge pack, I'm going to sell them that $140, and then they have access to it for 3 months, and it's a 3-month program, so it's motivation for them to do it that way, because $205 is a lot of money. And so it's easier to talk to somebody about, 140. But there's sneak peeks of everything. There's sneak peeks of size. There's sneak peeks of 21 Day Fix, Extreme, PIO, T25, literally almost everything. And then Hammer and Chisel is a new program coming out in December, and it's a mix between Body Beast and 21 Day Fix. And it's going to be a really cool, awesome program. And so there's some samples of that. So I would get on there and try those out and make a short video of it. Also, because our CEO, Carl Deichler, is giving away $250 and an entire performance line. That's all our supplements to people that if you post like a less than 1 minute video of you doing it and use the hashtag be a master and hashtag contest, both of those, and he's giving away $250 and the entire supplement line, which is like a pre-workout, post-workout, during workout, and an overnight muscle recovery, which is awesome. And $250 is really cool too. So I made a post about that in the group today, in the Team Run Pink group. You can look more into that. But that's also going to get people hyped about it. Anytime you have something new that's coming out, it's like awesome, because you want to start getting people excited before it even comes out, because they want to be like, I want to get my hands on it. I want to get my hands on it. And so the more that you can, I posted little information about it too. So the more that you can just be in the know, there's an FAQ section in your Coach Online office, and you can seriously get so much information. If you want to find out something about it, just look in there. So I'm going to do, just real quick, I'm going to do a share screen, and I'm going to show you how to go into your Beachbody website, and let me know, can you see it? Because sometimes it gets frozen.
Yeah, no, I can see it.
Okay. So once you get, this is so annoying. I have the right Google password, but it won't stop telling me that. Okay. So you go into your Coach Online office, and then I want you guys to go to the My Business tab, and then you come down here to My EFT Management. This stands for Electronic Funds Transfer. And you're going to put in your account information, and all of your fees are going to come out of that, and then you're going to get paid that way instead of waiting for a check to come in the mail. Okay, so for some reason that's not working, but you'll just click on My Business, My EFT Management, and then put in your account and bank information, and that way it doesn't take $2.50 out of the check it mails to you, and it goes right into your account, which is nice. And then the other thing is this news and training. You're going to go to training, and you'll get this getting started and coach. And so like, with coach, you would do getting started first. There's little short assignments, and it's really helpful just for new coaches. So I would do the getting started coach, and Emerald and Ruby is going to just be helpful information. My computer's like freezing and not loading things, but these are all really cool, awesome tips. So the other thing is like, if you're looking, you can see your Success Club points here. You can see your PB, and this just means that you have ordered this, your Shakeology or whatever, if you've got it here. Another cool thing to look at is your leadership ladder, because this is something that's new. It's basically telling you you're probably shooting to be a business starter, And so if you need more information about what that leadership ladder is, you'll just click here. And that's kind of a good way to kind of gauge if your business is growing or not. Over here, Coach Breaking News. Just kind of go out, check out all of these things. You can see that the National Wake Up Call, it's every Monday at 11. Make that non-negotiable that even if you can't listen to it in live, you're going to listen to the recording. And so Super Saturday video, this was a really helpful, awesome video they put together in training for the Super Saturday that happened the last couple weeks ago. So all of this stuff is really cool, details that you can look for. And then View Archive. This is where all of your past National Wake Up Calls are. So you can listen to the replay here. And this one, and if it's from that current week, this is the playback line that you'll call in and you can listen to it from your phone. But these are cool because you can click and save and listen to them from your computer without using data. The other thing you can do is from your computer, you can download a podcast. Do you guys have Apple or Samsung?
I have an Apple phone.
Okay. What about you, Veronica?
I have an Android.
Okay. So for the Apple, you're going to go to podcast, and then you're going to download Team Beachbody. I think it'll say it's Team Beachbody Coach, and then you're going to download the Shalene Show podcast and Build Your Tribe. These are all really awesome free personal development. And Veronica, with your Samsung, you're going to download Podcast Addict. That's the app. It basically is an app to be able to access podcasts. And then you'll download the Team Beachbody, Shalene Show, Build Your Tribe. And there's one that's called Inside Shakeology that is new. And it kind of talks about Shakeology and helps you learn that too. So I posted those things in the chat if you need to look at those. But those are really cool because it's free personal development, and personal development needs to be done every day because it's the difference between you being like, oh, that'd be awesome if one day I could get there, and actually really seeing yourself and visualizing yourself and knowing like, I'm going to quit my job. I'm going to be able to do this. The cool thing about the Team Beachbody app or podcast is you can download all kinds of different calls while you're using your Wi-Fi. And then when you're on the car driving, as long as you've downloaded it when you were using Wi-Fi, you're not using data. And I am like always like almost about to go over my data. So I love stuff like that I can download and then not be using data. Because if you're like streaming YouTube videos or stuff when you're driving, that uses up a ton of data. And you can go back years past with the National Wake Up Call, and you can kind of skip through the beginning, which is like announcements and things like that. Unless it's like the one from like the last week or two, I skip the announcements because last month's promotions aren't going to help me, things like that. But so that and the Compound Effect is the Compound Effect and Go for No are my two favorite books. Also GoPro. So the Compound Effect, Go for No, and GoPro are three of the best books for coaches. You can sign up for Audible. It's an app. It usually comes with your phone. You go to Audible and you put in your email address and you get a free download. And you can even use a couple different email addresses if you have other email addresses and get a couple downloads for free, which is cool too. So I have this is how I listen to like all my audiobooks. It's awesome. You download it when you're on Wi-Fi, and then you can listen to it anywhere again without using data. And there's so many good books in there. So I'm an audiobook person. I don't ever really make the time to sit down and read unless I'm like, oh, I'll read in bed. And then I end up falling asleep and I just never do it. So with an audiobook, I'll listen to like 3 books a month versus before it was like 1 book every 2 months, 3 months, because I just never made the time to read. So whatever it is that's helpful for you, if you're in the car, if you're like, doing things, I listen to personal development when I'm doing laundry or like packing my lunch or making dinner, things like that. Whenever you're doing mindless things, that's just perfect time to be able to do that. And that's going to really start changing your mind. It's good for your relationships. It's good for your positive mind in general. And it's also good for your business. Okay, and then your goals should be to get to Emerald because that's just signing on 2 coaches. And once you decide that being Emerald is just, it's not hard. It's like you sign on maybe your mom wants to try a challenge pack, and then you sign on your best friend, or, you know, you sign on your significant other, and then you sign on a friend, or you talk to somebody and you're telling them what you're doing and you invite them. And when you are talking to somebody already about a challenge pack, don't be afraid to just be like, well, all I need to know now is, do you want to save 25% next month on your shakes? And then we can get you, you know, sign you up as a coach, and you can just do it for the discount. Don't be afraid to sign up discount coaches, because that's going to get you to reach your goals fast, which is a good thing. Like, the sooner you get to Emerald, once you get to Emerald and you're hitting Success Club, you're going to get free leads. When you're hitting Success Club 5, you get free leads that are like, oh, it'll show up in your invoice, and you won't know who this person is, and it'll say club membership or access to your coach or something like that. You won't get commission for that if you're just hitting Success Club 5, but if anything they order in the future, you will. Now, if you're hitting Success Club 10, you're going to get those free leads plus paid leads. So you might see somebody that ordered a bag of Shakeology, and you're like, what? I don't even know who this person is, and you get paid for it. So either way, you also get paid for them every month after when they order things. So I like to text them and reach out to them and email them. Email doesn't work as good as texting, because I literally just text them and I'm like, hey, Kara, how are you? And they're like, good, thanks. I got a new phone. Who is this? And I'm like, that's like literally always their response, because I don't say like, I'm your complimentary health coach. I say, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm April. I'm your complimentary health coach. I see you have an order of Shakeology coming your way, or I see you have the club membership. Have you tried your Beachbody on demand yet? You know, or have you logged into this? I keep it short and simple, and they're like, oh, hey, da, da, da. And that's really helpful. Like, I had a girl that bought 2 bags of Shakeology, and then not even a week later, she bought another bag. So I texted her. I was like, hey, how are you? Did that. And then she responded. And I said, I am your health coach, and from Beachbody. I saw you've ordered 3 bags of Shakeology this month, and I just want to make sure that you did that on purpose, because I had a lot of fraud stuff happen to me recently, and I just want to look out for you. And she's like, oh, yeah, I meant to, da, da, da. So then this woman could save, if she was buying 3 bags of Shakeology for her and her family a month, she can save $75 by being a coach, because for 1 bag, you're going to save $15, because it's a 25% discount, but they pay $15 a month for their website, customer service. Like, even if you're just a discount coach, you still pay that $15 a month. But I tell people, you can save $15 a month on your Shakeology just for being a coach. You don't have to do anything at all. If they were buying another bag, they would save that entire $30, which is the 25% off. So you would add 15 plus 30. So if they're ordering 2 bags a month, like $45, it's a no-brainer. So that was an easy way, and I got her signed up as a discount coach that way. So I like to reach out to them and just say, hey, add me to Facebook. You know, I have a free meal plan. I put together a meal plan, and it's in the files, and you can even edit it and make it your own and say, hey, here's my meal plan, and give it to people. I don't care. It could be anything. You could kind of put together something, or take something that our team uses and give it to them. We have a team meal plan in our 21-day fix group. You can be like, hey, add me to Facebook for my free meal plan. And some people like free stuff. So just kind of offering something of value, whatever it is, or if it's our free exercise group, or whatever. So, so basically what you're going to do is you're going to make your list of 150 people. You're going to announce that you're a coach. And then this week sometime you're going to post about inviting people to our next challenge group, November 9th. And I want you to kind of think about like 5 things that you're interested in. And for me, it would be like animals, German Shepherds, anything funny, like makes me laugh, running, lifting, I don't know how this got into, but Chipotle and guacamole. I don't even know how that started, but now like people tag me in that all the time. And it's just kind of funny. Like, it doesn't have to be anything that's really meaningful, but what kind of things do you like that come through your week and you're like, oh, I love this, and just talk about it. Like Google image, German Shepherd memes, or, things like that, Chipotle memes, and post about it. Because you want people to kind of connect that with them. Like, oh, I'm going to tag Erica in this because she likes that. It doesn't matter how silly it is, but you only want Beachbody to be about 20% of your posting. You don't want to just be like verbally vomiting Beachbody on people. You want to be you, and you want to be real. And you want to talk about like your emotional eating and things like that, because people don't connect with somebody that's like, I exercise 4 hours a day and I hate carbs. I'd be like, you suck. Please don't talk to me. So people want to see that you're real. They want to know that you really do struggle just like them. And that's the kind of person that makes the best coach. So yeah, just put about 85% of your focus into Coach Basics this month. I want you to go through Coach Basics, and there's a link in the email to get added to that. And there's 17 days, and it's just short little assignments, short videos that's going to really help you in learning how to be a coach. And just know that don't prejudge anybody, because you never know what they're going through or what they're struggling with, and how much either this fitness, the boot camp, or how much coaching might help them. If I can't even imagine my life without coaching. Like, I would be absolutely miserable. So for me, I'm just like, I'm going to go for no. If they tell me no, good. I would rather ask them about it and them come back to me later than be the a-hole that kept this to myself and never invited them. So just kind of have that mentality that I'm going to go for no, and the more no's I get, the better. Because the more people that say no, the more people are going to say yes in the long run. And in our group, I have this little thing that's called a bubble pop challenge. And I'm such a visual person. Every time I get to the point where I talk to somebody about joining our boot camp and I've explained the money, I get to write their name down. Whether they say yes or no, I don't care. I am going for no, and I'm trying to pop 100 bubbles. Or if I get to the point where I'm looking at asking them about how to be a coach, and I always give a compliment, tell them why I think they'd be an awesome coach, and then ask them if they just want to check it out, no pressure. And I always say, I don't know if it's for you or not, but because that takes away the pressure, because I can't tell you how many times I've been harassed by Mary Kay people and things like that. And I'm just like, I don't want to do it. So when you're like, no big deal either way, I just want to see if it's for you or not. And I send them, I get a time and I get a time, a date, and their phone number. And I set up a time to get on the phone with them. I'm just like, let me just answer your questions. No big deal either way. And then once I do that, then I send the webinar, because I want to have a date and time that we have this, that we can chat. I want them to know it's a business and I'm taking this seriously. And I would love to get on the phone with you and do that first call with you in that prospect, so that I can help you go through that process and show you how to do that. If you ever have somebody that's interested in coaching, feel free to reach out to me and be like, hey, do you mind if I start a 3-way chat with you and a potential coach? I will do that with you for you to get to Emerald and teach you how I do that, so that you can do it on your own after. We have a Push to Emerald group that's starting November 2nd. And basically, I'm just going to be posting tips every day. It's not going to be videos. It's not going to be super long, because I know you guys have the Coach Basics too. It's just going to be a little bit of extra push and teaching you little tips that I've learned along the way to get people to sign up as coaches. So that's happening November 2nd. November 2nd is also our free 7-day clean eating group. That is you guys can just add people there. You don't even have to do anything. The first day of November is our Planks and Thanks free group. And November 9th is our 21-day fix group. So there's a ton of stuff to invite people to. You don't have to invite people to everything, but I just want you to know that, if somebody's struggling with, clean eating or whatever, get them into our clean eating group. They get a recipe, and then you get to support them for 7 days, and they're going to love their change in inches or weight after being consistent for 7 days, and the support. And then you can talk to them about the 21-day fix after. So I really am a big advocate for free groups, because it makes people know that you're not looking at them like they're a price tag, and then they like the support, and then it's easy for you to follow up with them. And just make sure everybody you add to the free groups, you have them sign up for a free player membership. So that's kind of everything I wanted to cover. And then I wanted to, Erica, let you ask about the guy that you were talking to about the challenge pack.
Yeah, I reached back out to him yesterday and asked him, I was like, hey, we don't, it's about to be the end of the month. Mm-hmm. And we don't know I told him that the 21-day fix wasn't going to be on sale next month, which obviously it might be, but I was just like, yeah, exactly. I was like, that promotion's only through the end of the month, and he was like, how can I do that? Pretty much he said he doesn't want the workouts because he prefers to run. And he was like, and so I was like, ooh, I don't really know how, because really when you look at it, you're really not paying that much for the 21-day fix. You're paying for the Shakeology.
Does he want the meal plan and the Tupperware?
Pretty much, yeah. Okay,
so tell him it's a $60 value. Even if he doesn't use the workouts and he just wants the meal plan, he's saving $50. by doing it that way. He can keep his workouts for a rainy day when he doesn't make it to the gym or doesn't run, or he can gift it to somebody else. But you're still saving $50 either way. And the Shakeology is going to help you with your cravings. It's going to help you with one meal a day you don't have to think about. And it's just kind of a no-brainer to do it that way. So does he want the Shakeology?
Yeah, I think that'll help too. Do what?
He wants the Shakeology though, right?
We haven't really talked about the Shakeology. But I think that's going to kind of be an easy one because his concern is, oh, this is so much meal prepping and da-da-da-da. And I was like, yeah, that's how I felt about it first. And that's the reason why I didn't do so hot the first time. I was like, but the second time, whenever I started using crock pot recipes and stuff like that, I was like, it's a lot easier than you think.
Yeah, and tell him that we provide meal plans, and like our team has a crock pot board that, we can share with him and stuff. But just tell him, like, look, it's one meal that you're not going to have to think about. It's chocolate and delicious, or you can get strawberry, vanilla, whatever. And then also it really helps with curbing your cravings. And so, and then also for me, I don't know if you noticed this, but I used to drink coffee like 3 or 4 cups a day. And now I don't ever really finish a full cup. So it's definitely helped me with energy too. So I would just talk up Shakeology, but keep it short. Like the less you say, or the more you say, the less you make. So just try to keep it, short and sweet, and just say why you love Shakeology and why you think pairing them together is such a great deal. And normally it'd be 130 plus 60, and you're getting it all for 140.
Okay.
Even if he wanted to do the Shakeology and drink 2 shakes a day while he was doing the program, for 50, or whatever, he could even do that too. So, just kind of say like, normally you'd only replace 1, but if you're, feeling lazy and you don't want to make another meal, you could even do a second shake one day. So just kind of talking up, playing to the things that if he's already saying like, oh, this meal prep, play on that for how that'll benefit him. Yeah. Okay. And you can use the 21-day fix script too. The new 21-day fix script breaks down money. Like you get this, you get this, you get that. And you get a free t-shirt when you send in your results. You get a free shaker cup, all that good stuff. So, yeah. And then if you get stuck or anything, you can take a screenshot and post it in our team group and be like, I don't know what to say to this. And there's 300 people in there and we'll be able to help you. So you guys can always do that too.
Okay.
So Veronica, anything from you? Have you talked to your sister-in-law yet?
Yes, and she's excited to get a sample for me and for the vanilla, which is the one she wants.
Okay.
But,
she doing the sampler pack or just a sample from you?
Just a sample pack, like just one of those little ones from the one that I ordered.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And then from there, I'm going to try and get her to go with the 21-day fix, because she's a stay-at-home mom and she has no time to meal prep, and she likes organic food. She likes to cook a lot.
Okay, you're going to need to get her on as a coach too. If she buys the challenge pack, just get her on as a coach. I have so many stay-at-home moms that have been able to make an extra income, and it's just a no-brainer. Like, why would you not get your shakes 25% off, and why would you not have a business that you could potentially work? So
I was thinking about that too.
Definitely get her signed on, because just tell her it's the same price. You're going to save $15 a month on your shakes, and you can get your shakes paid for. So definitely, and invite her over for a workout or something too, or go to her place and do it. I do that a lot. Anita from Roadhouse, Erica, I had her come over one time. She did a workout. I made Shakeology for her after, and she bought the challenge pack. Like, she tried the Shakeology, she knew she liked it, and she tried the workout and she liked it. So if you have anybody local, definitely do that, because that right there is like, oh, this was so fun. And it encourages them, like, I got this. I can, I know what I'm getting into now.
I actually I made a mistake yesterday, actually. I should have gotten the person's number, but it was actually my counselor. I do actually have her office number, but it's kind of weird to call her office and, hey, how's it going? Because she was telling me, because we were talking about, school-wise and paying for school and everything. And I said, actually, yeah. And I said, I know it's been hard. And she started saying something. And I said, well, I actually started my own business. And she's like, oh, really? What is it? And I went into, talking about, kind of what I do. I didn't bother to try and sell anything to her, but somehow talking to her about what I was doing, sorry, Somehow talking about that.
It's needy.
Sorry.
You're fine.
Somehow
No, I would try to get her email or something and just, or see if you can look her up on Facebook and talk to her there. And then just do the same thing like I did with you. Give her a compliment and then say, I don't know if you're interested or not, but here's a video that describes what I do. And you can use, in one of those coach scripts is even the link for the coach webinar that I sent you guys. It's like 28 minutes. So you can always send them that too. So, and if you have help, just post in the group. There's tons of people. If I'm not available, there's tons of people there to be able to answer your questions. Okay. So I have another call to jump on at 7. And so wrapping up, you're going to make your intro post. You're going to make your list of 150 people. You're going to set up your electronic funds transfer. You're going to get into the Coach Basics group and start plugging through those. Okay.
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 So thank you guys for jumping on. I know it was an hour out of your night and you have a busy night, and I really appreciate it. And Erica, let me know if you need any help after you talk to Jesse again.
Jesse. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks guys so much. I really appreciate your time, and I'll talk to you soon. Let me know if I can help you. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Bye.